So now all of a sudden they're classifying this as a cover-up is what I'm hearing. Anybody else hearing that? I'm hearing they're classifying this whole situation as a cover-up now. We've been screaming that for years, decades even. But now y'all want to say it's a cover-up? So are y'all slowly starting to come around? Man, listen, y'all, check this video out. Let's check this out.
Are they required to issue any disclosure regarding UAP sightings, or do they engage in any reporting around this?
Many people have speculated on the existence of aliens for a long time. In fact, there are plenty of people who have presented real evidence that aliens have visited us already. Well, folks, it's time. The truth just came out, and we've got the scoop.
U.S. government could not say for certain what is in this video, but it is something physically going by the window.
Let's get into the UFO whistleblower and the biggest cover-up in history, as a CIA officer finally breaks silence on UFO and alien evidence. The claim is being made that this is the biggest cover-up in history. UFO whistleblowers have been testifying on Capitol Hill, asserting that the United States has had possession of non-human craft since the 1930s. This stunning revelation has the potential to completely alter our understanding of the universe and our place within it. John Ramirez, a former CIA officer, has presented compelling evidence about UFOs, suggesting that the truth has been hidden from the public for decades.
I'm gonna have to look him up. That's the first time I've ever heard his name being brought up. But it's interesting though, because names are going to start being dropped slowly but surely. As more come out, others will feel comfortable. So we're going to start hearing some names we ain't never heard before, but have been around for a while. So I need to take his name down and look him up.
The testimonies from various witnesses, experts, and insiders weave a complex narrative of secrecy, government cover-ups, and unexplained phenomena. This raises several important questions. Why has this knowledge been kept hidden for so long? Could this be irrefutable proof that humanity is not alone in the cosmos? What will be the societal and scientific impacts when this truth is fully revealed? Exploring this enigmatic world of UFOs, we will uncover layers of secrecy and present riveting evidence that has been obscured from public view for years. For instance, in a recent interview on the YouTube channel Into the Weirdo with Hollywood, former top CIA agent John Ramirez shared an astonishing encounter with what he described as a reptilian alien. According to Ramirez, this being entered his living room and moved to his bedroom, where they engaged in a physical struggle, leaving Ramirez with claw marks the next morning. He clarified that the term reptilian alien does not refer to literal lizards. These beings, he explained, have reptilian ancestry, but can appear quite human, and may have evolved alongside humanity. He even suggested that these reptilian aliens currently live among us, a notion often linked to conspiracy theories involving influential individuals. The CIA's
So now you're doing like me. Every time they mention or say that, you start going through your brain. You go through your brain and start trying to see if you might have come across somebody that might have made you think they were a reptilian. Your brain automatically does it. Mine just did it just then. It put me back in a location and I just started scanning people's faces in my brain to be like, was that a reptilian? Was that a reptilian? Was that a reptilian? You know, we got to start thinking about it when we're out and about or when we're amongst people. Just take a second and look around the room and see. Are you a reptilian? You might be.
His interest in UFOs dates back to the 1940s. Over the years, several former U.S. military personnel and CIA officers have made remarkable statements about UFOs. Notable figures like R. James Woolsey, John Brennan, Jim Semivan, and Lou Elizondo have alluded to the possibility of realities around us that we cannot perceive, which might play a crucial role in understanding the UFO phenomenon. In 2021, Ramirez, a CIA veteran with 25 years of experience, began sharing insights about unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs, he encountered during his career. Known for his intelligence and extensive knowledge of U.S. intelligence operations and the UAP subject, Ramirez has gained a significant following on social media with his revelations about UAP-related mysteries that no government official had discussed before. Ramirez, an expert in missile defense systems, had a distinguished career with the CIA from 1984 to 2009. He held various significant positions within the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, the Directorate of Science and Technology, and the Directorate of Intelligence, reaching a senior GS-15 grade. His appearance on the Witness Citizen podcast on October 17, 2021, created a major stir in the UFO community. He further elaborated on his experiences on Project Unity, where he provided valuable insights and a series of helpful slides for researchers to navigate the Freedom of Information Act process. His slides, available online, contain historical details about UFOs and statements from prominent former U.S. intelligence officials, including John Ratcliffe, a former director of national intelligence. During his interview with Project Unity, Ramirez explained a CIA-style approach to investigating UFOs, making assumptions about the current UFO disclosure process influenced by individuals within the intelligence community, either current or former, or possibly connected to the Department of Defense. One significant statement he made was that the U.S. government currently does not discuss the occupants of UFO craft. This observation is crucial as it underscores Ramirez's belief that UFOs might represent a form of non-human intelligence, adding a fascinating dimension to his insights for those studying these phenomena. Ramirez is not alone in this belief. Former CIA Director John Brennan also suggested that UFOs could be a different form of life. Brennan stressed the importance of collecting as much data as possible, including visuals and technical sensor data. He also highlighted the need to investigate weather phenomena and ground activities that might explain these mysterious sightings. He advocated for an open-minded approach and collaboration among experts with diverse knowledge to understand UFOs. In response to rumors about the U.S. government avoiding discussions on potential UFO occupants, Ramirez made a particularly intriguing statement. His observations and insights continue to fuel discussions and debates within the UFO research community. John Ramirez suggested that the U.S. Air Force's handling of certain technologies has contributed to the public's confusion about UFO sightings. He clarified that many triangular craft sightings often associated with UFO reports might actually be military technology operating in our atmosphere rather than extraterrestrial spacecraft from outer space. This deliberate obfuscation keeps people uncertain about what they are witnessing. In some discussions, there have been suggestions that the United States Air Force might be responsible for sightings of triangular aircraft, often referred to as the TR-3B. During an episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, Tom DeLonge mentioned that the U.S. government might possess such aircraft. He also hinted that some of these crafts belong to other intelligence agencies. DeLonge claimed that these triangle-shaped crafts, if equipped with tail fins, represent human-made technology. According to Tim Burchett, a member of the U.S. House of Representatives, the origins of these sightings could be linked to the government's retrieval of crashed alien vehicles. In an interview...
Thank you. Glad you said it. Because that's been tossed around about the retrieval of some of these crash sites where UFOs have been found. And then poof. Nobody knows anything. Nobody knows where they go. Nobody knows what we found. David Grush called them, we came across and we recovered biologics. Like, yeah. Come on now.
On Balance with Leland Vittert, Burchett was asked about the Navy's possession of additional UFO videos that are being withheld from the public due to national security concerns. If anti-gravitic crafts do exist, there is a possibility that such technology will be disclosed during the ongoing disclosure process. Former Senator Harry Reid has already suggested that Lockheed Martin may possess materials related to UFOs, implying the potential existence of advanced technology. Lou Elizondo believes that the disclosure process and possible international cooperation could lead to remarkable technological advancements. Renowned investigative journalist Ross Coulthart recently shared a fascinating story on Twitter. In his tweet, he posted a link to a YouTube video featuring John Ramirez, who disclosed intriguing information about ongoing investigations into unidentified aerial phenomena by a secret agency known as IUFOC. According to Ramirez, these investigations have been happening since the 1940s and continue to this day. Ramirez emphasized that IUFOC's efforts go beyond the well-known Pentagon's AATIP program. He stated that even in the 1980s, there was a well-organized initiative similar to AATIP. While the extent of their progress remains uncertain, it is evident that these investigations have been taking place for a long time. Additionally, Ramirez shared his personal experiences, which include encounters that could be described as alien abductions. He recalled being placed on an examination table inside a circular craft, adding that many of his colleagues in the CIA and NSA had similar UFO experiences. His work in missile defense also led him to discover instances where Russian radar detected peculiar crafts. In one particular incident, an attempt was made to coax a UAP into landing. Ramirez's deep dive into these experiences adds a personal and humanizing element to the often cold and clinical discussions surrounding UFOs and UAPs. Ramirez pointed out that CIA historian Gerald Haynes wrote about the agency's study of UFOs from 1947 to the 1990s. This study was conducted by a section initially named the Office of Scientific Intelligence. What caught Ramirez's attention was that this division had experts in life sciences and medicine, suggesting they might have been interested in studying alien bodies. He also shared an intriguing incident involving an Air Force pilot. This pilot was flying near Kamchatka to monitor Russian tests when he saw a huge milky white wall of light approaching him at an incredibly fast speed of 6,200 meters per hour. The Air Force assumed it might be a Russian countermeasure. Ramirez believes that foreign countries like Russia lack the ability to create such advanced anti-gravity technology, which is seen in military sightings of transmedium UAPs like the Tic Tacs. Elizondo has discussed these points in various interviews. In one interview, he was asked to explain his thoughts about how our senses limit our understanding of reality, particularly in relation to the phenomenon of UFOs. Ramirez, in an interview with Project Unity, shared his opinion that humans are hybrids. He explained that while Elizondo may not use the term hybridization, there is an expectation among Pentagon employees that he might do so eventually. Elizondo also suggested that non-human intelligence could have been in contact with humans for a very long time. This concept...
A lot of things point to that. A lot of history, a lot of discoveries, ancient civilizations. A lot of things point to contact being made a long, long time ago. And I do mean long time ago. So this isn't nothing new to us, this information. I think at this point, we're just trying to prove to the non-believers to, hey, man, really take a look into this and then help support us getting to the bottom of this. That's what we're trying to do.
Concept was discussed on the Theories of Everything podcast. If this were true, it would suggest that we have forgotten aspects of our own past, potentially hiding the fact that we might be a combination of humans and extraterrestrial beings. On the podcast UFO Show, hosted by Martin Wills, Ramirez discussed a noteworthy revelation regarding a potential event set to occur in 2027. According to him, this event is expected to bring to light something of significant importance, prompting preparations among the populace. He posited that certain entities, which he refers to as demonic, are present on Earth. He suggests that these entities manipulate our beliefs to create doubt in what we hold to be true. During the conversation, Wills inquired about the possible outcome of a mass appearance of these entities. Ramirez shared his perspective, explaining that ongoing discussions in the United States, including recent legislation, are aimed at acclimating the population, both domestically and globally, to the existence of this enigmatic presence. Furthermore,
wait, so are y'all trying to tell us all this time they've just been figuring out how to break the news to us? You're kidding me, right? They've been figuring out how to properly, introduce them, make a grand introduction to us. I don't believe that. I don't believe that, bro. It's got to be tied to some type of form of control or money or something like that. There's no way it's been all this time. We just haven't found the right. You know how like you dating somebody and you're like, man, I just was trying to find the right time to tell you. I don't believe that.
More, Ramirez's revelations raise questions about the future implications of such disclosures. How will society react to the confirmation of non-human intelligence? Will there be a paradigm shift in scientific research and religious beliefs? These inquiries underscore the profound impact that full disclosure might have on humanity. The anticipation of the 2027 event, as discussed by Ramirez, adds urgency to these questions, encouraging a broader and more open-minded investigation into the mysterious world of UFOs and the potential beings behind them. Time for the fancy topic. In a stunning revelation sent directly to us, John Ramirez unveiled what he claims to be the only known photograph of the alien he encountered during his tenure. The grainy black and white image shows a humanoid figure with reptilian features standing inside a glass enclosure. The creature, with its large, expressive eyes and distinct facial ridges, presents a striking and unsettling presence. Ramirez, who served with the CIA for over 2 decades, broke his silence during a press conference, sharing his extraordinary experience. That's right, a CIA officer finally breaks silence on UFO and alien evidence. He described the alien as part of a secretive operation, hidden from the public and most government officials. This photograph is a glimpse into a world few people know exists, Ramirez stated. I felt it was time to share the truth, no matter how difficult it might be for some to believe. The photograph, taken under strict security measures, was supposedly captured in a classified facility dedicated to extraterrestrial research. Ramirez recounted his encounters with the alien, noting its intelligence and otherworldly behavior. He claimed that the creature communicated through a combination of sounds and gestures, indicating a high level of cognitive function. Public reaction has been mixed, with some expressing skepticism, while others are fascinated by the possibility of extraterrestrial life. Scientists and UFO enthusiasts are eager to examine the photograph and investigate Ramirez's claims further. The revelation has reignited debates about the existence of aliens and the extent of government knowledge on the subject. What do you think about the authenticity of this photograph? Should more former officials come forward with their experiences related to extraterrestrials? What do you think of this? Let us know in the comments with the hashtag #FancyTopic. John Ramirez emphasizes the importance of informed readiness, suggesting that if extraterrestrial entities were to reveal themselves without prior public understanding, it could lead to widespread panic. He asserts that proactive measures are being taken within certain segments of the government to address this potential scenario. Ramirez alludes to a timeline initiated in 2017, establishing a 10-year window for preparations. He also references statements made by Lou Elizondo earlier this year, suggesting that significant disclosures will occur by 2027. According to Ramirez, individuals within the government are aware of impending developments and the limited time available for public preparation. This shift from decades of silence to accelerated acknowledgement represents a notable progression in governmental transparency. Physicists and astronomers recently interviewed by The Hill also discussed allegations that the U.S. government has been concealing evidence of multiple alien crash sites. To move beyond mere speculation, experts believe the country needs a well-thought-out plan to gather more concrete information. This Wednesday, the House Oversight Committee will conduct hearings on unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP. During these hearings, the focus will be on accounts from U.S. military pilots who have witnessed strange craft moving in ways that defy known human technology. Additionally, former Air Force and intelligence official David Grush has raised broader concerns about a potential cover-up. Remarkably, these hearings are part of a more inclusive and bipartisan effort by Congress to address a long-avoided question. has the U.S. military encountered crafts or beings from other worlds. This significant.
Listen, I was screaming this at the top of my lungs when these three gentlemen here, these pilots, these highly decorated pilots, I might add, were testifying before Congress. I was screaming at the top of my lungs. I'm like, we need to do something and move now before the laboratories are shut down, before all of the evidence is moved and hidden and documents are shredded and different things are happening. We're giving them too much time. While we're sitting here testifying, and don't get me wrong, I love the fact that these gentlemen stepped forward. The bravery that it took for them to do that is just unmatched. Like I appreciate those gentlemen, but we should have had people in the background verifying what these gentlemen were saying and going to these different locations before they had time. Now, fast forward to today, look how much time is gone. Whatever they talked about and testified that they saw, or that someone told them where such and such was located, has probably been moved by now. I'd be willing to bet that it's gone. So now we have to locate that, hope other people come forward with current locations now.
Significant shift aims to bring greater attention and legitimacy to the subject. In July, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer introduced a new law that would require the Pentagon to share any information it has collected about encounters with non-human intelligence and other UAP. However, scientists often caution that the plural of anecdote isn't data. This means that just because multiple people share their experiences, it doesn't necessarily provide scientifically valid information. They believe that while these claims, like those made by Grush and others, are intriguing, they lack substantial evidence for scientific investigation. Back in June, Grush, an official from the Defense Department's National Reconnaissance Office, revealed that he came across a secretive crash retrieval program related to UAP. Unfortunately, he was not allowed access to it. According to Grush, this program dealt with recovering technical vehicles of non-human origin, which he described as exotic spacecraft that have either landed or crashed. Despite Grush's distinguished background as a decorated veteran and former intelligence officer, he couldn't provide concrete evidence to support his claims. Although he claims to have seen classified documents, he hasn't made them public. Grush asserts that the Pentagon possesses around 12 alien spacecraft, along with the bodies of their pilots. However, this remains unsubstantiated without proper evidence. David Kipping, an astrophysicist at Columbia University, who specializes in searching for signs of life on planets around other stars, shared his thoughts. He found the news exciting, but considered it another instance of personal stories without concrete evidence. He mentioned that Grush's claims are based on leaked Pentagon videos and first-hand reports of strange behaviors exhibited by aircraft, which have garnered attention from high-ranking officials in Congress and the Defense Department over the years. Back in 2017, the New York Times revealed a secret Pentagon program aimed at spotting unidentified flying objects, initiated at the request of former Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid. In 2020, the Pentagon itself released 3 unclear videos showing UAP. These events are part of a broader investigation within the military, which led to a publicly available report from the Office of the Director of National Intelligence in 2021. According to this report, there were instances where UAP exhibited unusual flight behaviors, although natural explanations were also considered. A subsequent report in 2023 expanded on this, identifying over 170 cases that deserve further examination. Some of these instances seem to involve uncommon flight patterns or exceptional performance capabilities. All of this, Kipping noted, implies that something unusual is occurring. Grush, being a member of the internal UAP task force, is viewed as a trustworthy source by Kipping. He added that there's no reason to doubt Grush's honesty. However, after 7 decades of debates on UFO culture, conspiracy theories, and skepticism, Kipping stated that having another anecdotal account is insufficient to significantly shift opinions. In light of the recent allegations regarding possible alien contact, it is crucial for Americans to approach such claims with the same critical mindset they would apply to any extraordinary assertion. This perspective is emphasized by Melissa Finucane, a sociologist at the respected RAND Corporation and vice president of the Union of Concerned Scientists. One of the primary inquiries we must make is about the motives behind the communicator sharing this information. It is essential to question why they are divulging these details and whether they possess the necessary training or expertise in the matter. Additionally, evaluating any potential biases they might have is essential to ensure a fair assessment. Furthermore, the anticipated disclosures and government readiness initiatives highlight the need for robust public education and transparent communication. If significant revelations about non-human intelligence are indeed forthcoming, it will be essential for authorities to provide clear and accurate information to prevent misinformation and hysteria. The implications of such disclosures could profoundly affect various aspects of society, including science, religion, and international relations. As we approach the potential milestone year of 2027, continued scrutiny, open-minded investigation, and informed public discourse will be crucial in navigating the complexities of UFO phenomena and their broader implications. Scientific approach to UFO claims and potential benefits. Another critical aspect to consider is the potential benefits of applying a rigorous, systematic scientific approach to UFO claims. By doing so, we can better determine their credibility and reliability. Transparency in these claims is of utmost importance. The credibility of the information increases significantly if it arises from a public dataset that other scientists can verify independently. Ensuring that sources are independent of each other is crucial to eliminate the risk of cross-contamination or collusion, which could undermine the credibility of the claims. Renowned astrophysicist David Spergel emphasizes that the current accounts by Grush and the Pentagon do not meet the necessary scientific standards. They lack concrete evidence, providing only anecdotal or isolated reports without specific locations or sites.
We've heard Neil deGrasse Tyson echo those same sentiments. So we've heard that before. We know what we need, but there's a barrier here stopping us from getting the things that we need. We're getting met with pushback. Our hands are tied behind our back. Certain things we don't have access to. So that's not allowing us to get that to which scientists are requesting and asking for and saying that we need proof of. It's hard to get that. That's why we need everyone on our side to continue to help push forward and get through these barriers that are in the way.
Avi Loeb, a Harvard astronomer, raises an important ethical point. If there is genuine evidence of extraterrestrial objects, it should be shared with all of humanity rather than being kept secret for national advantage. Hoarding such significant findings for national gain goes against the principles of true scientific inquiry. However, we must also consider the possibility that Grush might be mistaken, lying, or misled. There could be a motive to conceal classified human-made weapons programs. This uncertainty highlights the need for verifiable evidence. A broader concern regarding all eyewitness accounts of unidentified aerial phenomena is the lack of information on the false alarm rate. People tend to interpret unexplained phenomena based on their cultural background, which can lead to various interpretations. Without knowing how common mistaken identities are in these cases, it is challenging to assess the significance of leaked videos from the Pentagon. If these sightings of anomalies with other explanations happen infrequently, the recent increase in UAP sightings is indeed intriguing. However, if many sightings can be explained by mistaken identities, then the legitimacy of all reported UAPs is in question. The 2021 Pentagon report raised concerns about the data obtained from fighter jet cameras and pilots' testimonies regarding UAP. The lack of a comprehensive data set makes it difficult to determine the significance of these findings, leaving both public and private entities debating how to gather and organize such records. Spergel's group is likely to advise NASA to invest in collecting well-calibrated, verifiable, and testable UAP data to make sense of the reports. This effort is part of a broader initiative by public and private institutions to acquire information related to extraterrestrial life. New monitoring programs and even space archaeology are being considered to draw meaningful conclusions about UAP. Grush claims that the government may possess intact spacecraft, which could have yielded technological advancements and possibly the remains of pilots. Kipping, a Columbia astronomer, finds this idea plausible on some level, suggesting that intelligent alien life forms, if they exist, might have reasons to visit Earth. This time in history, marked by existential threats like nuclear disarmament, climate change, and artificial intelligence transitions, would be particularly interesting for extraterrestrial beings to study. Astrophysicist Kipping suggests that Earth is currently at a crucial point in its development, making it an ideal time for extraterrestrial biologists to study our planet. As civilizations face significant changes and challenges, Earth offers a unique opportunity for observation. Kipping believes that if alien beings want to study Earth, they may need to send a spacecraft for a closer look, just like human scientists' initiatives to explore other solar systems. Using telescopes from far away has limitations, as observing a distant planet's surface requires a telescope bigger than a star, which could be detected by the planet's inhabitants, making it difficult. The recent Pentagon report on UAP has sparked discussions about gathering comprehensive data to better understand these phenomena. Scientists and researchers are advocating for the establishment of rigorous protocols for data collection and analysis. This would involve developing new technologies and methodologies for observing and documenting UAP sightings. These efforts could lead to significant advancements in our understanding of aerial phenomena and potentially uncover new aspects of physics and technology. Moreover, public engagement and education are vital in this process. Increasing public awareness and understanding of the scientific approach to investigating UAP can help mitigate misinformation and sensationalism. Educational programs and transparent communication from scientific institutions can foster a more informed and rational discourse on the subject. In conclusion, while anecdotal accounts and eyewitness testimonies have brought attention to the issue of UAP, the scientific community must strive for more robust and verifiable evidence. Through systematic investigation, collaboration, and open-minded inquiry, we can move closer to understanding the true nature of these phenomena. This approach not only advances scientific knowledge, but also ensures that any discoveries are shared for the benefit of all humanity. As we look to the future, the integration of new technologies and methodologies in UAP research promises to unravel mysteries that have captivated human curiosity for decades.